Lots of you are going to start for the first time running TikTok ads for this Q4. So I want to share with you a newbie's checklist to running TikTok ads for the first time. I prepared 6 points that you should be checking through when setting up your TikTok ads for this Q4. My name is Justin and I'm the founder of Wizo Media, an e-commerce marketing agency specializing in elevating thriving brands by simplifying e-commerce growth. So let's get started. The first thing that you need to do for your brand or brands, if you're a marketer, is setting up a profile picture on the advertiser's account. Look, you want to make sure that you're running ads with the right profile picture. I've seen ads of Still, one of the forestry company that has these chainsaws and everything. They've actually ran ads without the company logo on there. So what happens is that you have the default kind of green background with like megaphone from TikTok. It just looks unprofessional. So you want to make sure that you have the right profile picture when running your TikTok ads. Now, obviously this goes without saying as a pair, but you want to make sure that you use the right username. So again, from your advertiser's account, you want to make sure that you create a congruent brand image. So with that said, you also want to make sure that you customize the username of the advertiser's account to fit with the brand. So call it whatever you want as long as it fit with the brand. We've actually seen also in the past people play with that username and even put a call to action inside of it. Look, I'm all in for you to try new things, but as long as it fits with your brand's image, that's all that matters. So don't forget to change that when setting up your TikTok ads. Now, the next tip is gonna be about copy. TikTok has recently increased the limit of characters that you can have in your copy from 300 all the way up to 2,200. So you now have the chance to use this space just like you would use it on other platforms like Facebook and Instagram, where copywriting has always been a key part of direct-to-consumer ads. So with that said, within direct response marketing, copywriting is super important. Obviously on TikTok, people are less inclined to read your copy, so it's still very focused on the creative side of things. But now that you have more space within your copy, you can start playing with that a lot more. It used to be more of a one to two sentences max within your copy, which truthfully, it's pretty much a call to action, right? That's all you could put in the past within the copy. Whereas now you have a lot more space to detail some benefits, maybe features about your products, features to benefits, and play with your good copywriting skills to help people convert from your ads. The fourth tip is to make sure that you use your UTMs, right? Would you be using a attribution software like Triplewell, where they give you what UTMs to put on TikTok, which are key in order to track and attribute back your ads performances on Triplewell? Or if you're not using Triplewell and you're simply doing the old way of attributing with Google Analytics, yet again, you need to use UTMs in order to track your ads the right way. So I've got a video actually up on the channel that does talk about setting up TikTok ads UTMs. So make sure you check this out in order to set them properly and to learn more about the different variables that can be used on TikTok. The fifth tip that I have is you need to go for basic objectives first. Look, for the first 7 days, you need to run strictly traffic or video view campaigns. That's a no-brainer. Also shared a video on that recently about warming up your TikTok pixel. But let's say you had a pixel already installed, you have some form of data on your pixel, then you can get started with add to cart from the start. Now, you're also going to be able to know whether or not your creatives work as soon as you get into add to cart campaigns, because honestly, traffic campaigns, the behaviors are much different than a conversions campaign. So as soon as you start running conversions campaign, you'll be able to tell a lot better whether or not your creatives work. As an example, we started running add to cart campaigns for one of our clients, and it got, I think, 2 add to carts within the first 2 days, which is absolutely horrible. So creatives went from an almost 2% click-through rates on the traffic campaigns that we did within the first 7 days, dropped all the way down to 0.3% within conversions campaigns. So absolutely horrible creative performance right there. Whereas on the opposite side of things, we had one of our clients who basically, as soon as we started running the add to cart campaigns, they literally started getting conversions without even optimizing for purchases. We were getting above 2x ROAS per day from running add to cart campaigns. And those were pretty good news for that client. They were getting about 8 to 9 add to carts per day with only about $50 in ad spend. So truthfully, they did great when we did that switch. So as soon as you switch to your add to cart campaigns, make sure that you start optimizing your creatives, because don't wait until your purchases, as you can already see and already know whether or not these creatives work from add to cart conversion campaign. But that's kind of beside the point. Again, my main point is you first want to use this 7 days for warming up the pixel. There's actually other marketers online like Social Savannah on Twitter that recommends through her course that you must wait to properly season the pixel, that you must wait until you have at least 1,000 add to cart events before you switch to anything else. So that's quite a high number, and I'm not sure if all the brands have the patience nor the resources to wait until that point. Look, if you're a big brand and you really want to do it right, go with that route. But for most brands, again, I'm gonna invite you to check a recent video of mine where I walk you through the full pixel warm-up phase on TikTok. And finally, last but not least, make sure you integrate your pixel through the partner integration and test every single event individually on your website. We've had cases more or less with Shopify, more with WooCommerce, where the integration with the pixel was a little harder. It did not work that good for one of our clients, funny enough, and we saw a huge discrepancy between the data reported back on TikTok versus Google Analytics. It was something along the lines of you'd see 1,000 landing page views on Google Analytics, but about only 100 on TikTok. So crazy discrepancy between what was reported on one platform versus the other. Through UTMs, we were able to kind of tell that. So with this said, don't just count on the partner integration to work. Test every single event and troubleshoot them if needed. And with that said, TikTok has also introduced the advanced matching option now. So if you go into your pixel settings, you can just toggle on a switch to enable advanced matching and make sure that you have email and phone number turned on so that it feeds the pixel the proper data. You can also turn these on from the Shopify side of things. I'd actually recommend that you do it this way because look, I've not really seen any difference whether or not you integrate it from the Shopify end or from the TikTok end, but whichever way you integrate it from is better than nothing. But my guess is that if you do it from the Shopify way, well, it's basically from the actual source, right? Where you get the purchases from that sends back the data versus from TikTok's end who actually tries and gather the data. I might be completely wrong saying that, it's just a hypothesis. But as long as you have it turned on, this is what matters. And to make sure you have a fully complete TikTok ad setup, I invite you to join our free Facebook group community that you can find in the description down below as we post daily tips, tricks about TikTok ads, Facebook ads, the e-commerce space. There's also exclusive trainings only available to the group members. So make sure to join the group down below. And if you're an e-commerce store or brand owner making at least $20,000 to $30,000 a month with your brand, I invite you to click on one of the links in the description below and book in a call with our team for the best fit to help you scale through ads and UGC. So with that said, make sure you check out other videos on the channel for some more useful e-commerce marketing tips, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.